one. I apologize if it's really loud. I'm just playing a video game, so yeah. But I'm just getting ready to make these Gardein pepperoni pizza pockets, so I figured I'd do a review on them. I'll put them on this side so there's more space over here. Anyway, yeah. These Gardein pizza pockets, I'm getting ready to make them, so I figured I'd do a review on them. I've had them before, so that kind of takes the fun out of like the whole first impression thing. But nevertheless, you'll get to hear my opinion on them. They're pretty similar to Hot Pockets, like those Hot Pocket pizza pockets. They come like, oh, right on here, 42% less fat than generic pizza pockets. Anyway, they're a little smaller though. By a little smaller, I mean a lot smaller. So like, it's my hand. Like, pretty much a little smaller than the size of my palm. Whereas the traditional pizza pockets are probably like, let's see. So if this is the bottom of a traditional pizza pocket, they probably go up to here, and then they have, you know, like a little paper thing to shove them in. So these are a little bit smaller. You get 4 of these in a box, and I think a box costs like $5. Is that right, AJ? A box costs like $5 here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think here a box costs like $5. To go over a bit of nutrition information, actually, let me get these cooking in the oven first, and then I'll go over. Okay, I had to turn the camera a little this way. AJ didn't want to be in it, so anyway, to go over a little bit of the nutrition information of these Gardein pizza pockets. I mean, they're typical vegan junk food. They're typical vegan junk food. Vegan junk food, to be frank about it. Pretty long list of ingredients. Let's see. Some words I can't pronounce. For the most part, it's fine. But it's mostly like spices, stuff like that. The thing I noticed most about it was the mozzarella part of it, which is very similar to Daya's mozzarella cheese ingredients. So if you have ever had the Daya mozzarella before, if you like that, that is what's similar to what's in here. They're both tapioca starch. And if you don't like Daya's mozzarella, then I don't know if you'll like these necessarily. So for one little piece, like I showed you, it's 210 calories, 9 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, which isn't too bad. I read somewhere that, like, I don't know, I've been doing some research on sugar lately, and I read somewhere that you're supposed to get like 38 grams of sugar a day maximum, something like that. I don't know. I don't listen too much to that, but I think it's, because like fruit, you know, has a lot of sugar, but I think in terms of like refined sugar, you should try to keep it down, and I think that's kind of what's in here is like the refined sugar. Yeah, it's in the sauce. Organic cane sugar, second ingredient. So, yeah. Lots of iron and vitamin A. Lots of sodium. 480 milligrams of sodium, which is the recommended 20% daily value. So if you eat all 4 of these, like I often do, that's like 80% your daily value of sodium. But like I said, typical vegan junk food. These are not a health food by any means. These are not something to be eaten on a daily basis, even though I do. But yeah, so that's the nutrition rundown on these, and I'll show them to you and taste them when they get out of the oven. So they came out of the oven.
They look like eggs.
They look like eggs.
Vegan eggs.
I poked some holes in the top of it to try to make it not so hot for when I eat it. But here we go. I don't have to watch. This is good. That's what they look like. There's the pepperoni. There's sauce. There's cheese. There's a better view. In my opinion, oh shit, I got some on the couch. Okay. In my opinion, they're a little greasy. By a little greasy, I mean really greasy. The pepperoni it has kind of a spice flavor to it. The sauce is kind of sweet. The cheese, like I said, it's kind of like the Dia mozzarella, and it's pretty sweet. It can get a little doughy at times. Not usually, but it can. My main complaint is the grease. The grease just kind of, it can make it soggy, and it kind of gives me a stomachache afterwards. They're pretty good, though. I would recommend them because I find myself craving them. I don't know if I'd say they're like the best vegan thing that's out there. They're more like a treat type thing. Like, I'm not sure if I'd recommend these to you if you just went vegan, actually, because they are so, they're kind of out there in terms of like fake vegan things. Like, you can have the faux chicken sliders, and that'll be like smooth transition. But since this is like the fake cheese and the fake pepperoni, it may just be a little too much for someone who's just went vegan. This is more like I'd want to eat at like a slumber party with popcorn, if that makes sense. Yeah. Oop, there's the cheese, kind of stretched. That's my review of these Gardein pizza pockets. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this has been helpful. And please subscribe.